Now continuing there from this situation in Sydney, we've got our reporter Rachel Pupazzoni who's in the CBD. And Rachel, we were just talking to you on the phone and you'd been moved further away. So you're still on Macquarie Street now?
We're still on Macquarie Street, Joe, the corner of Macquarie and Hunter Street. We were just like 20 metres up and they've just moved us behind the barricade here. In front of me, but you obviously can't see, there are people walking up and down. Not a great sense of urgency, but people are definitely sort of leaving the CBD area and walking more towards the gardens that way. As you can see, Macquarie Street now completely blocked off from this intersection on, I believe all the way up to Hyde Park. Martin Place is somewhere in the middle of that vicinity. It's a couple of blocks long. I was told by a colleague who spoke to someone in a building in Martin Place, a law firm, that they've been told that police are now going to start clearing those buildings floor by floor. And if that's the case, that would explain to some extent why we've all been pushed out of the way so quickly. There is no indication yet, though, whether or not the people inside the Lint Cafe are still inside. I obviously can't see that anymore from where I'm standing. But this is probably about two and a half hours into this situation now, Joe. Police were called about 9:15 Sydney time. When this all happened. What we were able to see before we were moved on with our cameras was at least 3 people inside the Lint Cafe, 2 women and a man, and then a 4th person with a bandana on and a backpack, I'm told as well. I'm told that by my cameraman who was zoomed in on the front windows there of the Lint Cafe. It's quite chaotic here in Sydney's CBD, as you may well imagine. People are being told not to come in if you don't need to, delay any plans that you had made for today because the public transport is being affected dramatically. Roads are closed. People obviously are being evacuated from the buildings that they're in. Just behind me to my right is the state government building. I'm told that ministers and ministerial staff have been kept in lockdown in there. And speaking of ministers, the Premier Mike Baird issued a statement a little while ago saying that he'd spoken to the police commissioner and that he had full confidence in New South Wales police that they were handling the situation. The Prime Minister also issued a statement. I understand he's expected to address the media in about 15 minutes or so. His written statement that he issued a little while ago mentioned that he'd spoken to Mike Baird, the New South Wales Premier, and that he'd offered the full support of the Commonwealth in dealing with this issue, and that national ministers of the National Security Team were having an impromptu and urgent briefing about the situation here. I'll remind viewers that what triggered this was the sighting of a black flag with white writing that was held up against the window of the Lint Cafe here in Sydney's Martin Place. And that flag has a slogan, and translated it roughly reads, "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of God." I'm at pains to point out that this is not an ISIS flag. There was some initial confusion at the beginning of this incident that it was an ISIS flag, the connection I guess being that it's a black flag, but police have confirmed that this is not an ISIS flag. Right next to me is an ambulance being driven through this cordoned off area. This whole area is cordoned off, as you can see. Police, ambulance, fire crews, emergency services from every department involved in this situation. I've seen various police officers, tactical response officers in various security clothing and vests and that kind of thing. This is a massive operation and clearly something that we've never seen here in Sydney.
Okay, Rachel, I might just go now to an interview that was done an hour or so ago with